Yeah, I'm the boss.
And action.
Hello, everybody. It's Alexandra Washington, Allie, as you guys may call me. All right, Allie the Pub to be exact. And we are back for a new season of My Dope Monday, and I'm super excited. It's been literally 2 years since my last episode because there's been so much to occur. And I wish that I had time to just like lay it all out for you guys, but it's coming, okay? So next video. I had to start you guys out this week with something super duper easy. Just for you kind of just keep in the back of your head, all right? Now, I am not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the Little Rock area, but what I say before, I ain't no OG gangster.
He's from Patterson, right?
That don't mean anything. I'm from Little Rock. I ain't no OG gangster.
Everybody else is in Little Rock, though.
I'm saying.
But I have seen my share of some hood films, if you will. All right, so bear with me here, Black Cinema watchers. Anybody familiar with the movie Belly? I see some heads like, okay, where's she going with this? Okay. So I have not seen the whole movie full out, but I have seen some different clips. And as I was reading a book written by Charlamagne Tha God, shout out to See the God, he has a new book out by the name of Black Privilege, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It. And you guys see it right here. This is something that you definitely want to invest in, okay? Because it will change your life just like it's done mine. Throughout the whole book, he has one quote that it really resonated with me. And when it came to me figuring out what I was going to do my Dope Monday about, I said, this is it. You guys remember in the movie Belly when DMX told the young guys, you got to put the weed in the bag first, then get the money, right? I know this is like a super hood reference because I'm talking about marijuana in this right now, but bear with me because I'm going somewhere. The guys in the movie were so like quick to kind of just like jump on to the next thing. Like they were probably thinking in the back of their head like, oh my God, I just hit the lick with this new move that I'm about to be doing. I'm about to be selling these drugs. Oh my God, I gotta get my clientele up. This is gonna be dope. Ooh, and then I get to start selling this. I can move on to crack cocaine. I can start doing X, Y, and Z. Like, and it just kept getting deeper. And DMX stressed to them, you have to learn how to put the weed in the bag first. Then the rest of that'll come. And to me, what I took from that is you have to put yourself in position first in order for you to make your dreams a reality, right? And so with that, I come up with 3 simple steps, all right, for you to put yourself in position, all right? Rule number 1, you got to make a plan. All right, so basically when I moved from Arkansas to here to Los Angeles, which has been amazing, not every day, but overall the experience has been great. But during that planning process, once I got hired, I knew then in May it was go time. So from May up until August, there were so many things that I cut out. I had quit. I love getting my nails done. I had quit getting my nails done. Hair appointments were far and few in between. I started wearing my natural hair. I started like cutting back on a lot of different stuff that I knew that I was spending my money on because I had a plan and I had a goal that I knew was going to require money, was going to require some extra time. Like I was real deal grinding, and you guys know that I work 50,000 different jobs, but I was pulling in money left and right because I was on a mission. All right, so make a plan. Like a majority of the time, me personally, what works best for me is that I organize my plan. So I have it based on like a time schedule. I really hold myself accountable and hold myself to it. This is a journal that my sister actually got me. Hey Breezy, this is a journal that my sister got me for Christmas, right? And the front of it says anything is possible. And literally when I got it that night, I went home, upstairs to my room, and I wrote down all these different goals, right? And I just labeled it 2017 goals. And I did this Christmas night. And so basically I put down all the things that I wanted to do this year. And I actually even detailed it even more, pushed the envelope, and labeled them as to what their importance were. So C is for career oriented, P is for personal, F is for financially, and L is for leisure, right? Because you have to keep a balance. So make a plan, hold yourself accountable, all right? Which leads me to number 2. Know what your plan requires and be realistic, okay? I had put on there that I wanted to save $5,000 by September, which is totally doable, but realistically, probably not going to happen because I have a lot of stuff that I had to take care of in my first 6 months of this year, which is leading me up until now. And there's no way possible that I can get $5,000 right here and right now unless I just don't spend anything, which isn't realistic because I live in California, okay? Cost of living is that times a million from Arkansas. So $5,000 probably not going to be able to do, but I can probably do half of that. And so I moved it and I changed it because I hold myself accountable. But I put $2,500, which is comfortable. I can do that, right? And so you have to know and understand what your plan requires of you. And if you know that you want to be on TV like I knew I did, I knew that I was going to have to hit the gym. Because guess what? That 10 pounds that they talk about, yeah, you definitely see it. Especially when you see it every day on national television like I do myself. So I'm holding myself accountable, okay? Know and understand what your plan requires from you. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to make some changes. But that all is a part of growth. So know and understand that. 3, you have to execute your plan. Yes, you heard me. You have to actually make the plan and then know and understand the plan to make it realistic, but you have to do it. I know it's crazy, right? You have to execute, people. You can't just be out here just talking and not walking, okay? Execute. Make sure that you put yourself in the position to make it happen. If you don't do that, then you're losing, period. And I will say this, as you're going on about making your plans, know that you're going to have to start from the bottom. Everything is not going to be literally A to Z. That's very rare. Not saying that, I don't believe that my God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask and think in my mind. Because he can do A to Z, okay? Because I've had some A to Z situations. But I also had some B, C, D, E, F, G. You guys follow me? I had some of that in between too, okay? And that was a part of my journey that I can't wait to share with you guys next week. But just know you're not going to automatically jump from A to Z in most cases. So you're going to have to enjoy the waiting period during B, C, D, E, F, all the way to Y, right before you hit Z. So just be mindful of that, okay? And that brings us back to you got to put the weed in the bag first. You got to be willing to do some things that you probably haven't done before to make that happen. So the process may be a little bit longer. You may have a lot of weed to put in a lot of bags, but you got to stay the course and not get discouraged. You have to stay on top of your game, okay? And I know that there is a parable, and I always got to bring something Bible oriented in it because I'm a church girl. It just is what it is. There's a parable. It's in Matthew. The chapter will come to me in a minute. But it's the parable of talents, and I always keep it in the back of my head because it's so good. This is when it was a master, right? And he had 3 servants, and he gave all 3 of the servants pretty much a bag, right, of gold, right? And so they go out, and basically they were supposed to flip it, right? See, even Jesus knew the importance of putting something in a bag. Look at God. What are you doing? You better give me a revelation right now, Jesus, while I'm talking about marijuana. It's okay. It's all from the earth. Anyways, he sends the servants out with bags, right? One of them had 5. The other one had 2, I think. And then the other one had 1. And so the one with 5 went back and he got another 5. So that was 10 bags he came back with. The other one went out with 2 bags and flipped it and got 4 bags. Made another 2, so he came back with 4 bags. The third servant came back with the same bag that he went out with, right? And the master was like, so what you doing? To the third servant, what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? And was pretty much done and washed up with that. But to the other 2 that came back, that flipped the 5 bags, that flipped the 2 bags, he said, I'm rewarding you because, and you need to come and celebrate with me. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate with your master, because you did. It was almost like, with the little that you did, I'm gonna make you the ruler over me. You guys are familiar with that? It's Matthew 25, and it's like 21, verse 21, 22, 23, somewhere in there. Okay? But I've given you little, and now I'm gonna make you a ruler over many. That's like a mantra that I keep in my head. If I can handle the small stuff, God knows when He gives me the big stuff, I'm gonna be straight, because I was cool with the little stuff. I was cool when I was doing my Fridays on THV 11, waking people up in the morning doing the sports and crashing the schools with the pep rallies and stuff. I was cool with that. I was cool when I was hosting hair shows and hosting fashion shows back home. I was cool waking up people in the mornings on Saturdays at Power 92. I was cool when I was calling in with the Hollywood Gossip 411 after I had been researching my stories all day long to get that phone call from Jade and give y'all the spiel for the week. I was cool with that, and I was handling that. So now, when God saw me handling my little, He was like, oh, I'm going to drop this bomb on her. She thinks that she was cool on THV. She thinks she was cool on Power 92. Forget that, bro. I'm going to put you on national TV. Is that cool with you? That's cool. And now I'm a ruler over many in my head now with what I got going on, because I knew what I put in at the beginning. Do your plan. Don't understand your plan. Execute your plan. All right? My Dope Mondays, we back at it each and every Monday. And I'm coming with y'all with something different next week. So we'll see what's popping. In the meanwhile, make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe across all the social media outlets. Make sure you follow your girl at Allie the Plug. And I hope that this was a word for you today. All right? So have a good work week. And stay up and stay encouraged. Be blessed. Bet on yourself. Be dope.